watching the replay, you know how to hit the fast forward button. Let's get it. We about to get started in a minute. Yeah. We gonna let some people get in here. Yeah. Yeah. About to get started. Yes, sir. Couple more minutes. Yes. Let me know where you tuning in from. Let's get it. Alright, let's get started. I ain't wasting no time. Okay, I wasted a little bit of time, but let's do it. 60-second countdown. 60 seconds or less.
Ladies, I'm gonna need a little help. I was married for 30 years to a narcissist.
Okay, I gotta stop you right there. Okay, what's wrong with that statement? Okay, the first thing wrong with that statement is I was married for 30 years to a narcissist. If she would have said I've been married, to a narcissist for 6 months, then maybe I would give her the benefit of the doubt. But he couldn't have been that bad if you were married to him for 3 decades. Now let's break down the word narcissist. The word narcissist to these women these days mean he had a pair of balls in his sack and he didn't put her on a pedestal. He had confidence and boundaries. He had basically confidence in himself. And she wasn't the main attraction in his life. And that's how it should be. And that's how you keep him respecting you. But yeah, he didn't go along with her bullshit. That's the definition of a narcissist. He believed in himself and had self-esteem. That's their definition of a narcissist. But hey, pay attention. They love narcissists. She stayed with a narcissist for 30 years. You ever notice they don't stay with nice guys for 30 years? But they always stay with bad boys, narcissists, A users for decades. It's a weird coinky dink, don't you think? Maybe it's just me.
And I survived that. But I'm out here in this tainted dating pool, trying to survive this. I thought...
No, he survived you. I can already tell you're unbearable. The fact that this video exists and you have a TikTok at 50-something still using filters, look, you were the troubled one in the relationship. He survived you. My sympathy is instantly with him because this video exists.
thought that I knew all the right answers to ask men before proceeding with dating them, but apparently I do not. I ask, you know, are you married? Are you seeing someone? Do you have any felonies? Do you have any warrants for your arrest? Do you have any STDs? What I never thought to ask them was, do you have bladder control? Like,
What? Oh my gosh. Look, here's the thing. I don't even know what to say. Wait, what does that shirt say? No beard, no booty? So that shirt right there tells us exactly what type of woman this is. She isn't wholesome, she isn't respectable, and she probably doesn't deserve to have dating success. If she's 50 plus years old and she thought it would be a good idea to wear a shirt that say no beard, no booty. This woman is 14 mentally max. But she's going to sit on here and tell us how bad men are in the dating market with this shirt on. The audacity. And what the hell is up with those spider eye? Just never mind.
I was seeing this guy for like a month. We had our first sleepover and he pissed on me in the middle of the night. Full on pissed on me in his sleep.
Oh, Chico.
Look, and that's what level you are in the dating market, where you end up with dudes who, tinkle on you while they're asleep. Dudes who still pee the bed. Look, this isn't making him look bad. This is a reflection of you and where you are in your life, that you ended up in that position.
Let me guess. You said you were married 30 years for narcissists. What exactly does that mean, ladies? That's one of the biggest cop-outs I've ever heard when it comes to describing your ex. Let me try. You're not a Jedi here. You're more
Wide reach. Access over 500 TV channels and streaming apps nationwide, putting your brand in front of millions. Quick setup. Launch your ads in just 5
more akin to Emperor Palpatine.
Finally, he got up. I had to hit him to get up, actually. And then he went to the restroom, came back, didn't even bother to clean it up, laid in his own piss until the following morning. I was out of town, mind you, so I couldn't jet to my own house, get out. And the next day I asked him, hey, is this something that happens? I was dumbfounded. His answer was, yeah, sometimes. Not, I have a medical problem. Not like, I'm still dumbfounded. So, if y'all can help me with something that maybe I haven't thought of yet.
Look, yeah, ma'am. You're putting this on the internet for everybody to see. Future prospects, family members, your ex-husband. Like, why did you think this was a good idea? Nothing about this makes you look good. But self-awareness it isn't their thing, man, I swear. Look, if the no beard, no booty shirt didn't give away that she was trash, the sleeve tattoo should have gave it away.
That I need to include in my questions to ask them, I would so appreciate it. Because evidently, I am clueless.
Yep, you are.
Damn! Oh, my grandelder post-wall empty egg carton queen. You are far from clueless. I mean, first of all, that t-shirt helps out. Moving on.
Hello, welcome to Dating at 50. So I've opened myself back up to the dating pool, and it is totally difficult, to say the least. Some people that come on across my FYP page are always talking about love. And one of them is always very needy to be in a relationship. I, on the other hand, I don't really feel that need to have to be in a relationship.
Okay, well, why are you making this video then? Seriously, Grandma, why? It's supposed to be difficult to date as a woman when you have a head full of gray hair. I mean, it's not the hair color, but you know what I mean. You're old. I mean, what are you really bringing to the table to a man at this point? Other than mental illness and nagging. I guess these women they're lonely. They need somebody to talk to. So I guess if their TikTok page is keeping them from deleting themselves, then God bless them.
I am so comfortable solo, and
No, you're not.
basically it also comes down to a level of trust, and I think I've been burned so many times that I have to take things super slow. So my advice in the dating at 50, or dating at any age, take it slow. Do not jump in and give
Well, how old are you? Are you 60? So let's do the math. You've probably been dating guys since you were 15. So that's 45 years of failed dating and failed dating and mating. So I would say that is taking it slow. At this point, you should just pick up the hint. Dating's not for you. Having a man's not for you. Just let it go, please, and focus on something else. Anything else.
everything you have to someone immediately.
She's going to sink, Captain.
But she can't sink. She's unsinkable.
She can't float.
That intro should have sounded like, welcome to multi-decades plus post-wall dating with a completely, totally empty egg carton for queens in modern times. I'm sorry, but it's not easy for women dating at that age because, let's be honest, in your 50s, you shouldn't be dating. You should have been happily married, spending your golden years with the man that you love. I mean, that is if your fifis didn't change and you decided that, you had to find yourself. And another thing, this grand elder post-wall queen said that she's comfortable flying solo. She doesn't feel a need to be dating. Then why did she start this video saying hello to dating at 50? All right, let me translate that womanese a little bit. If a queen has to make a video on the internet or even just tell a person that she's super happy being alone.
Here's the crazy thing. She's still holding out for Sean Connery, a Sean Connery type. There's plenty of lonely old men who would love to be with her. I don't think she was that bad looking. I don't remember. Let's go back. Let's take a peek. Quick peek. In case anybody was wondering, I'm eating honey mustard Pringles, if anybody cares. I can tell that, look, she's been a rebel her whole life. I can just pick up the vibe. The nose ring, the necklaces, the hoodie. She seems like a free spirit type. But she's not the worst looking old lady you ever seen in your life. There's plenty of, single, lonely old men who would love to take her. But let me guess, he can't be bald even at 60. Let me guess, he can't have any medical issues because you're healthy and you like to get out and hike and all that. It's just nonsense. By the time a man is, 60 in a suit and agile and all that, he got 30-year-olds tickling his pickle, man. You're done and dusted. But I just wanted to make the point. There's guys that would be with her. That's why you should never feel sorry for any woman complaining about dating, ever. Because there's always going to be a decent guy somewhere willing to date a woman. She don't even got to be a good woman. Just all she got to do is be a woman. And there's a decent guy somewhere who will put up with her but she too good for that. In her mind. But we all know that's poppycock. Oh, let's check out this mental illness.
Start there.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Big Wireless has once again raised their prices. In response, we're bringing back our deflation promotion. The marketing department asked me.
Hey, did y'all like that?
Did
y'all like that new Deadpool movie? I walked out. I mean, it was cool. It wasn't the worst thing I ever seen in my life, but it wasn't good enough for me to stay in the theater. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of it below.
Help you figure things out. Moving on.
I told y'all that women should be dating 2 to 3 men, and the amount of women that wrote me saying 2 to 3, oh my God, that's exhausting, that's tiring, 2 to 3, hell, I can't even find one. Where you find one at? And I'm so concerned for y'all because I'm trying to figure out why are y'all so exhausted. You should be choosing up, baby. It's not a man on this earth that is exhausting me. It's not one man that I'm dating that it is laborious, okay, to date him, all right? You have to choose up. You should be choosing up financially, period.
Look, ma'am. Look, you can get plowed by dudes who making a couple of... let's start it back. You can get plowed by dudes making a couple of dollars. But are you going to get married to any of them? You're probably 40 and you're still dating 2 or 3 guys at a time. Huge red flag. That bracelet, it might be expensive. I peeped it. I think it's one of the expensive ones. Look, I'm sure you can get dudes to trick on you. Maybe you're dating some 60-plus-year-olds who still see you as a hot young thing. But where does this end? What's the end goal for you? Are you going to be dating 2 or 3 guys at 58, 59? I don't think they're going to be taking a 58-year-old on fancy dates and yachts and stuff. This sounds cool on TikTok. But to people who know better, you sound like a fucking loser. The stupid nails, the stupid weave. Look, I'm sure she's dealing with dope boys and, bench playing or bench riding NBA players. This is such a L.
You should be choosing up an emotional maturity. You should be choosing up and vibes and quality of life. If anything, nothing should be happening, but life is getting better for you. Those bags that you're carrying, it should be less for you to do, baby.
She said something very important. She said, hey, you should keep going up and your life should keep getting better, 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 better. It doesn't work like that. You're getting older and crazier and crazier. See, women want to keep going up and up and up. At what point do you just say, I'm satisfied, I'm content, I'm glad where my life is? Women like this will never be happy. Well, she's really going to be miserable when she realizes once I age out, all these trips and fancy dinners go bye-bye. And then what does she have? I don't know if she have kids. If she do, I feel sorry for the kids. This woman will never be happy, ever. And by the time a woman is talking about men like this, like they're just so disposable and I date 3 of them at a time, she hates men. She sees men as strictly something to use, a utility. And there's deep, deep pain there. You know what I mean? But look, I don't care. I'm glad I don't have to pay for the therapy. This woman is going to mean good to no one in her life, including her kids.
I'm not understanding why y'all truth is I'm tired. What is going on? Choose up, my love. Everything should be increasing.
If it was just that easy, just keep choosing up, then every woman would be married to a millionaire. Or you know what I mean? They think it's really that simple. Just keep choosing up. Look, if a woman had the option to choose up with those type of men, she would do it. It's not just a matter of they wasn't doing it. Like, those men ain't checking for them. The power is not in a woman's hands when it comes to a high-value man. Bars. If some dummy simp choose to trick off a little bit just to hit some skins, then fine. But he doesn't value you. You're not important. See, if any of the 3 guys that she is dating were really top-notch, she would be trying to lock one of them down. She wouldn't be trying to date 3. Do you think if LeBron James was one of those 3, she would be on the internet talking about the other 2? Well, LeBron James was a bad example, but let's just say the new up-and-coming LeBron James who ain't married yet. If she respected any of those 3 men, this video wouldn't exist.
Him, her, bodies.
You go there, queen. Choose up. Everything should be increasing like the amount of baby daddies that you got. Balancing out that child support from your multiple baby daddies. Moving on.
So I took a break from the dating apps because they were freaking annoying me.
Your hairstyle is annoying me. This woman is how old? She got to be in her 50s. Think about that for a minute. Think about that hairstyle and her age and just put everything together.
But lately I decided to try to go back on them. Why? Why did I bother? It's a show. I had this one guy I matched with. He looked decent, but you know how you can kind of tell from a photo that they might be a douchebag?
Yes, we can tell. Those guys could tell that you were a douchebag. They could tell by your hairstyle that you were mentally ill and you would be a douchebag. But men's standards are low when it comes to just having something to hit on a slow Wednesday night. So they swiped on you. But you're sitting back being judgmental like that guy was ever going to take you serious in the first place. Look, you don't got the sexual marketplace value to be picky. You need to just try out everything that swipe on you.
Yeah, I kind of knew, but I thought maybe I'm wrong. I was not wrong. His first message to me was, "Are you a bad girl?"
Exactly. Nobody sees this on the dating app and says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to introduce this to mom. I can see myself spending the rest of my life with this." No, nobody says that. I almost feel bad for them sometimes, that they lack this much self-awareness. Let's go to another video. What do I want to go over next? Oh gosh. Let's do it.
Hey,
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Where you at, in the sauna?
I am not actually. I am in Thailand.
Okay, Cat. There it is. Cat in Thailand.
Yeah. No.
Okay, let's start doing some breaking down. I ain't even 30 seconds in. So, first off, boobs out. And we already know she's, post-wall. It is super cringy when a woman is over, I would say 25 and still dressing like this. See, women don't, excuse me. A lot of women don't know how to evolve their style past just dressing slutty. Dressing slutty is like, okay, when you 18 and 23, it's still cringe and men still see you as a hoe because you're dressing slutty. But it's like, young and dumb, give them a pass. Once they start getting 26, 27, 28, and they still trying to wear like boobs out, they still wearing like belly shirts and Superman tights and all that. It's cringe. You should have evolved into something more classy by this point. But this is all they know. Like, this is the only way they know how to attract a man or just get anybody to look at them or pay attention to them. They don't have anything interesting to say. So what else can they do to have somebody care about them? Have their boobs pushed up, through their turtleneck. That's all they got. Legs wide open. This is not a classy lady. This is a trashy lady. Before I even get to know her. Second, she's just randomly in Thailand. She doesn't live in Thailand, but she just randomly is sitting in Thailand and thought to call into the Kendra G show. Nothing about that adds up. Why are you in Thailand? Yeah, people travel, but yeah, you're just another Travelicia. Always in a different country. Look, wives aren't randomly in Thailand by themselves or with their friends. That's not what women who become wives do. Flat out. You're a party girl, man. You're a rolling stone. And men with sense don't wife that up. But let's continue.
Actually, he's here for my birthday. So my girl sent me this over and told me to hop on. So that's what I'm doing. So yes, fan of the show.
You're getting ready to find a man on your birthday. I know that's right.
I hope so.
Okay. Okay, Cat, that's what you want us to call you?
You can call me Kat. Yes.
Okay. Where you calling from? Where do you live other than Thailand when you're at home?
Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Red flag.
All right. How old are you, Kat?
I just turned 38.
Oh, that's old. To still try to date. See, but women claim they're so happy traveling with their girls, just doing what they want to do when they want to do it, but they still, on the internet begging for a man. So we know it's lies. They're not really happy just doing all that traveling. Traveling cool, but it get old, especially if you're doing it alone. They're not happy with it.
1738, like Fetty Wap said. What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo, baby. It's Virgo season.
Oh, it is Virgo season. And today is your birthday. Is today your birthday?
No, my birthday was on the 24th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, Kat, you got any kids?
I do. I have 2 daughters, 17 and 18, junior and senior in high school.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Cat almost done. You want any more?
20, 180. That's how many clients I'm going to get you, and that's how many days it's going to take me to.
Let's break that down real quick. So, I'm going to be real. They basically both 18. Her daughters are both 18. A man going to be looking at them. I mean, honestly, that's just an awkward situation. that's awkward. And here's the thing. Women in a woman's life. Wait, did that make sense? You get what I'm trying to say? They give the man hell. If a new man come around, the daughters give the man hell, throw shots, they disrespectful, always saying little slick comments. Her mother gonna be trying to come at you and grill you. A grown 40-year-old man ain't got time for all that. You know, that was like early 20s when we wanted to put up with that. We never wanted to put up with it, but we knew it came with the territory. You know, you come pick the chick up, hey, what's your intentions with my daughter and all that. Don't no grown-ass man want to deal with that. You just don't. And then if one of the daughters don't like you, all they got to say is, he looked at me a certain way. It's just, nah.
I'm open. If my husband does not have any and he wants some, then I'm open.
Okay.
But other than that, no.
Do you care? Do you care who you date? If you care if they got kids?
No, I don't.
Okay. You don't care if they got kids. All right. Have you, Kat? Have you ever been married?
I have not been married. No.
But now you got to marry her, you know, if you want to have kids with her. With a 38-year-old woman, geriatric pregnancy. You got to put a ring on it for her to push out one of your babies. But what did Pookie have to do when you had your first 2 kids? All he had to do was give you some Hennessy and some weed, and you would have his child. You know, you'll give him the highest honor for some Hennessy and some weed. But the 40-year-old man who been working hard, doing the right thing his whole life, he got to go buy a $10,000 ring and give you the day of your life. Stop playing with us.
Proposed to?
Yes.
Okay, what happened? Talk to me.
Well, I was proposed to 3 times.
Damn,
so,
Kat! You don't like none of these niggas?
What up, Bobby? She been proposed to 3 times. Kevin Samuels always used to say it. Black women are the engagement queens. I wouldn't even tell nobody that, but look, it's going to be a running theme on my live streams. Bars. Women are not self-aware. They're just not, because they go through life, everybody telling them they're great and everything you do right, girl, and men ain't crap, and just keep doing you, and everything I like you, everything you do I like, that's a vibe, girl, and all that. Just constant bullshit and just lies. Just lies. There's not enough people telling women like, no, that's goofy. No, that's stupid. Don't say that no more. You know what I mean? This is why women need men in their lives. To tell them the truth. You on a dating show talking about I've been engaged 3 times. Just keep that a secret. Y'all know how to lie and keep secrets any other time. Keep that on the hush. That don't make you look good. No man in his right mind want to propose to a woman who been proposed to by 3 other men and it ain't work out.
You know, I believe, my family believes in forever, so I believe in forever. And I believe that, you know, everybody has their flaws. You know, the question is whether or not you can deal with that person's flaws for the rest of your life if they never change. And for me in those episodes, it was, if they never change, I wouldn't be happy in the long run. So
you ain't gonna be happy regardless. Look, okay, that was kind of bars though. What did she say? She said, don't marry somebody if you can't deal with their current flaws for the rest of your life. I agree, because you're not going to change somebody, and the ring being on their finger ain't going to make them a different person. So yeah, I would never try to bank on, oh, well, they'll change when they know they won't. Chances are they won't. That's why I would say, you know, you really need to vet somebody. I need to see how somebody is at their worst, at their best, when they sad, when they depressed, when they glad, you know, when they got a promotion, when they got a demotion. I need to see how they going to be. When a relative died. So yeah, if a man really had his heart set on getting married, I would tell you not to. But if you just got your heart set on it, yeah, man, I would say 5 years. First year dating, maybe 2 years dating, and then live with her for at least 3 years before you make that type of decision. And you know what? I ain't even going to do a hypothetical. Don't get married. If you want to have a ceremony, you want to buy the ring, cool. Don't sign no damn paperwork. Don't do it. But yeah, see, and she said something about being happy or something. Ma'am, women aren't happy people. They end up miserable no matter what. A woman is happy when she's miserable. AD said that, Austria D on YouTube, and I like it. I'm stealing it. You know, a woman ain't gonna be happy until she's, you know, miserable.
We getting ready to break it down. Come on, Kat. Let's go.
I know.
Let's break it down. You know, I like to get in the business. Okay.
Yeah, you can get in the business. I'm
So
open.
The
first one was my daughters, both of my daughters' father. I was the breadwinner of the home. He didn't work. I took care of all the bills, and took care of him. And he cheated, he lied, and he put his hands on me. So
I know, and those are the guys y'all love. For every dude who cheated, lied, and put his hands on a woman, it was 20 nice guys she ignored. So I don't want to hear it. Why did you take care of him? She wouldn't take care of a nice guy. She wouldn't let a nice guy live with her while she pay all the bills, would she? That dude who, you know, put a suit on and came to the door with flowers, she wouldn't pay the bills for him. I don't want to hear that crap. He must have had good deed in, huh? He smacked you up. He ain't bring no money to the table. He must have been a tall, fine man with good deed in, huh? You took care of him and you pushed out 2 of his kids. So it was something great about him. It was something you found great about him. So I don't want to hear all these negatives. Talk to me about some of the positives that made you take care of him and push 2 of his kids out. Let's talk about that. I don't want to hear no bashing stories about him. If he was that bad, you 10 times worse for pushing out his spawns. How about that? That's what I want women to understand. As much as you bash your baby daddies and exes, you 10 times worse for letting somebody like that enter your body. How about that? That's the new standard.
So I would say that's a good one to bypass.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and on top of that, I bought my own ring. Like, he proposed with no ring, and I bought my own ring. So that's just.
Oh, you bought your own ring?
That's true love. You love that man with all your heart. If you did all that, you bought your own ring. You wanted to marry that man more than anything in this world. If you bought your own ring, so don't tell me how bad he is.
Yeah, I mean, what was I gonna do? Just be engaged with no ring? So I just.
So he proposed without a ring?
He wasn't working. We were young. We were like 19, 20. So
okay,
it was
I understand
those things. But overall, lesson learned.
No, lesson not learned. Before I even let you continue, because you had 2 more engagements that didn't work out. So just never mind.
Second one, once I got past that first one, the second one, he was great, amazing guy. Definitely believed in taking care, you know, of his wife, his family, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. But for me, he wanted a stay-at-home wife. And at that time, I was pursuing my career. I was going.
You can't make this shit up. So Pookie didn't work out because he was terrible. Okay, fine, we give you that, even if I give it to you. So then you met Mr. Great Guy, who he was, you know, traditional. He wanted to take care of his family. He was a protector. He was a provider. He loved God. But, you know, he wanted to stay at home wife. Are you fucking kidding me? They want this impossible situation. Like, they want the best of everything and the cons of nothing. And look, when they're young and hot, they probably can get that a lot of the times. The females in their life are going to coddle them, and the men who are trying to fuck them are going to coddle them. So they do think fairy tales exist. But they don't. These dudes that are telling you what you want to hear, they're just lying to you because they want to use your body. And women are just lying to you because they're just bullshit people. Like, life isn't a fairy tale. They want the best of Pookie and the best of stand-up guy. It don't work like that.
Went back to school and all that stuff in that capacity, and I didn't see myself being a stay-at-home wife long term. Nothing wrong with it, but just for me, I was more career driven, and I have an amazing career now, so I'm happy about that. And then the third one.
Hold on. You're not gonna run through these. Let me talk.
I mean, yeah, these women will just talk and talk and talk and not stop. This is why you're single, man. Well, that's why a lot of women are single. They don't know when to shut the fuck up. All a woman got to do to keep a man. This is why it's so pathetic when a woman can't keep a man. Because all she has to do to keep a man is open her legs up twice a week, throw him a sandwich together, and shut the fuck up. So if a woman, if that's all you got to do to keep a man, Yeah, when a woman can't keep a man, it's beyond pathetic. It's way more pathetic than the fat 47-year-old balding man who lives in his mom's basement who can't get a woman. That guy's probably a cool dude. I mean, on paper, you know, you can call him a loser, but he might be a cool dude to hang out with. These bitches ain't cool people to hang out with. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. It's fucking pathetic when a woman can't keep a man. There isn't. That's why I always say on my channel, there is no good reason for a woman to be single after 25. Chances are there's a 95% chance she's single after 25 because she's not a good person and she's not likable to be around for long periods of time. Fucking period. Or she a 304. You know, she's damaged somehow. My general rule is good women are not single after 25.
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
You asked.
I did, but you kept talking. All right, so the first guy, you was paying all the bills and stuff. So you was the breadwinner. Then you got the exact opposite where he wanted to be the breadwinner and wanted you to sit down, and you was like, no, I don't want to do that either.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay at home and not go to school and not work or not. That's just, it's not even in my DNA. So I'm Jamaican. So we
I
work.
know, yeah, I know that's right.
So,
all right, so
I'm just saying.
Tell me about the third one.
The third one, also great guy, Navy veteran, very nice, very into church. As a matter of fact, he had me going to church about 3-4 times a week with him, which I was okay with. I adapted. But overall for me, it was just more of, he was like a pushover. Like, you know, he let people talk to him any kind of way. And I'm not talking about me, just people in general. And it didn't make me feel secure. Like,
oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. So she fucked over 2 good men and wasted their time. Okay, let's break it down. He was a good dude. He was a church going dude, you know, probably paid the bills, yada yada. But he was a pushover. He didn't have a spine, you know. And look, if a guy's a pushover, I don't think it makes him a bad person. It's not ideal for a relationship because no woman wants to be with a pushover. And as a man, you got to just drop your nuts sometime. But here's the thing, too. What a lot of black women consider to be getting punked and pushed over is just you not being a super thug. Just because you don't, you know, swing on everybody that say a slick comment to you don't mean you a punk or a chump. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt and you got to just consider who you're talking to. Now, I'm not saying every black woman is like that, but we know what type of black woman this is. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's her definition of him being a pushover. He ain't, you know, bust off the 9 when somebody said something slick. So he was soft. You know, I want to touch on that real quick. The whole thing about letting people talk to you a certain way. It gets tricky at times. You know, I always think about this. It's unrealistic to think somebody is going to super check somebody every time somebody say something slick because people are always saying something slick all day, every day. You really can't black out on everybody who says something slick. Sometimes you just got to let them off, have like, oh, all right, man, all right, and just keep it moving. Or you would be dead or in jail before the week out if you tried to black out and super check everybody who ever said, you know, a sly remark. But yeah, as we know, she's the problem.
We lived together. We had a place together. And as an example, when shit go bump in the night, I'm the person that get up and go see what happened. So, you know, as nice as he was, great guy, you know, I want to feel protected. And, you know, so we, you know, left things on good terms and all that stuff in that capacity with the last 2. But yes, that's what happened. So long term, no, I did not want to be a stay-at-home wife.
Check out the face palm.
Long term, that's, you know, left things on good terms.
Hey, check out Zach Boog's face palm. And I want to say this too real quick. What are the chances she ain't talk to him crazy? We know how women get disrespectful. I feel like most women eventually get disrespectful once they get comfortable in a relationship. The respect just fades away over time. Oh, I want to say that real quick. Women punish the men who stay with them. They really do, because I think deep down inside they know they shouldn't be stayed with. So just the mere fact that you're staying with her ass is going to make her disrespect you because she don't respect herself and she like, why are you respecting me and sticking around? So then somehow you get punished for doing them the solid of sticking around. They start disrespecting you and treating you like crap. But anyway, what are the chances that the world was talking to him any type of way, but she wasn't? She tried to make it seem like, well, I wasn't talking to him any type of way. I don't believe you, man. If the world was disrespecting him, you was disrespecting him. When you got mad and things got heated, you was disrespecting him. But anyway, check out Zach Boog facepalm.
And all that stuff in that capacity with the last two, but yes, that's what happened. So long term, no, I did not want to be a stay-at-home wife. Long term, no, I didn't want to be taking care of no man and having him put his hands on me. Long term, I didn't want to be the man of the household. I want to be.
And that's another thing I want y'all to think about. I'm sorry I keep stopping it. But, you know, women feel like when they say something about he put his hands on me, that's a conversation ender and you can't question it. Did you put your hands on him? What did you say to him? What did you do to him? Who did you cheat with to make him do that? I ain't saying it's right, but they never dive into that. They just, yeah, he put his hands on me. So anyway, no, well, what? You was just sitting there eating some Pringles like me, some honey mustard Pringles, and he just came in slapping shit up? I don't believe that for 1 second. Did you ever punch him? Because, you know, a lot of black women brag, well, I fight niggas. Did you punch him? See, let me touch on that real quick. You know, a lot of these women will smack you upside your head, and then when you smack them back, they only tell that part on the, you know, on the revision. Like when they recapping to her girlfriends or to future people who ask about her past, they're like, yeah, he put his hands on me. But she ain't gonna mention that she slapped the shit out of him first. She ain't gonna mention that part. Every time she tell the story and play victim, oh yeah, my one ex, he put his hands on me. She ain't gonna mention that she put her hands on him. She gonna leave that completely out of the fucking story.
The woman, whether I have a career or not, I want to still be able to feel safe, and unfortunately that didn't happen. So there you go, all three.
All right, so what you looking for now?
Hey, final expense agents, have you heard of the term LBH?
Let me just say that real quick. He asked her, so what you looking for now? Before she even gets started, something she ain't gonna find, something that don't exist, because she just broke down basically 3 different archetypes of men. You know what I mean? A military man, a good stand-up man who wanted to be a provider, Pookie. There ain't no different archetypes left. Those are the 3 main archetypes, basically.
What I'm looking for now is a man that's ready to be married, someone that's ready to be a husband, a man that's a man of his word, which is probably the most valuable thing that he has.
You're describing the 2 men you just kicked to the curb. The last 2 men you kicked to the curb.
Someone who does not mind catering to his woman, someone that understands reciprocation.
The last 2 guys.
Someone that appreciates what a woman brings to the table and what she does for him. I think that's been a big one for me lately.
But what do you do for a man? You didn't want to cook and clean. You want to be a boss chick, but you didn't want to take up boss responsibilities. See, that's the problem I have. I wouldn't be as mad as with all these boss chicks if they was just like, you know what, I'm a boss chick. I make $250K. My dude could work at McDonald's. If he a good dude, you know what I mean, and he got other good characteristics, I'll take care of the bills because I'm a boss bitch. You know what I mean? I just need a man who gonna love me right, rub my feet at night. You know, that's all I need. But look, I'm making boss money. I'm gonna pay boss bills, and I just want a companion. I would respect boss bitches more if they took that, you know, stance. But no, they still want somebody doing better than them, so they could be a little girl and he could pay all the bills for her. They want to be a boss in the world, but a little girl at home.
The reciprocation thing. Like, I don't mind doing for my guy, and I don't mean taking care of him. I mean, you pay for me. You want to take us on vacation? I want to take you on vacation. It's your birthday. You're my man. I want to make sure you're happy. So I want somebody to genuinely be as in tune with making me happy as I am in tune with making him happy. So that's probably the big thing. Go ahead. I'll let you ask your questions.
Okay, thank you. When was your last relationship? How long ago was it?
My last real relationship was about 2 years ago. So yeah, and it was with someone. I lived in Atlanta. He lived in Dallas.
Okay.
See, it never fails. A 38-year-old woman who willing to have a long distance relationship with a man. It's just, you're a bullshit person at that point. You're not looking for anything serious. You too damn old to be having a long distance relationship. But everything she said in this video lines up with her having a long distance relationship at this age. Let me guess. It didn't work out. Well, you on this show, so we know it didn't work out.
Okay. And what happened with that one?
He cheated on me with his ex-wife, who in turn turned around and cheated on him again, which is why they got divorced in the first place. So
she loves chaos. See, they gonna paint it like it's a sob story and it don't never work out with dudes. Niggas ain't shit. You love the chaos. You love the emotional roller coaster. You love this. That's why she's smiling. This is what makes them happy. To sane people like us, this is like chaotic. This is nonsense. This, we would not want to live in her brain. Like, this is just all stupid. And it's just stupid bullshit. But to them, this is happiness. This is her happiness. Jumping from different, drama-filled relationship to the next. And then when she do get something good, wholesome, and stable, she destroys it. You know what I mean? Because that's who she is. Like I said earlier, they're not happy until they're miserable. She just described two wholesome, stable situations, and she just couldn't do it.
Damn.
Yeah, takebacks from that. So there you go. That's what happened.
How you? Okay, I ain't gonna ask you. I'm gonna keep it going.
Go ahead. Ask your questions. I'm here.
How you found out he was cheating? That he got cheated on?
He got caught in a lie on FaceTime while driving with her in the car, and I overheard her say a couple of things that I probably shouldn't have heard her say. And this is someone who I've spent holidays with. Like, I know her. Like, we spent Christmas together with the kids. So he was a little unexpected.
You and the baby mama and him all been together with the kid?
I don't want to refer to her as baby mama. We're going to refer to her as his ex-wife because...
Well, yeah, something you never became, a wife. And then he cheated on you to go back with her. Well, he never left her. Let's be real. Look, the rest of your life is being a side hoe. And this is what women need to get. Well, they don't get when they're younger. The time for you to become a wife and the time for men to take you seriously, foolishly. Let me say that again. The time for men to take you seriously, which is foolish on those men part, but they're young and dumb, I get it, is from 18 to 23. Or I'll give it to them. I'll give them a 2-year leeway. 18 to 25. You know what I mean? And, Hail Mary passes can be caught between 25 and 30. I mean, you pass the wall, it's cringe, but if you really want to save it, between 25 to 30 is the time. But after 30, you just side hoe for life now. No man with high self-esteem and options and who have any understanding of women's nature is going to try to wife up and take serious a 30-plus-year-old woman, especially with kids, and who've been proposed to 3 times. Like, your whole resume says side hoe. This is something to play with. But here's the thing, don't feel sorry for her because this is her happy place. Don't ever forget that.
Because that's technically her title. So
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Wow. You think they was doing it then behind your back?
I honestly, if I'm honest about it, I will say that I feel like when she started seeing how happy he was with me and us getting along and the kids, their kids kind of, gravitating to me and all that stuff, I think it was more of one of those, because some women do that shit. They'll dangle, you want your family back type of situation. I think that's kind of how it went down. And, he's just as guilty as she is. But
what
in the
about
same
you?
sense, it is what it is. What's meant for me will be for me. So I would say wish him the best, but I think she ended up marrying the dude that she cheated on him with the first time. So.
Right, and look, here, this is God paying you back for those 2 good men you fucked over. What if God pay you back for the rest of your life? You got to just own it. You got to just accept it and be cool with it. And that's only 2 guys she fucked over. She been dating boys since 15. So how many men did she play in that time frame? So yeah, I don't feel sorry for you, man.
So hey, wish him the best.
What are your deal breakers?
I'm leaving this world famous band.
What? Right now? But this was our dream. What could be better?
Deal breakers. Absolutely, number one, men cannot keep their word. That's probably one of the biggest things for me. Just growing up, my grandfather used to always say, you know, a man keeping his word is probably one of the most valuable things that he has. It costs nothing to keep your word, but it's of extreme high value. So
Did you keep your word when you accepted those 3 proposals? Yeah, I'm asking. I'm asking for a friend. Did you keep your motherfucking word? The hypocrisy just never ceases to amaze me.
So damn for sure a man keeping his word. Obviously, we don't like liars. It is what it is. There's no reason to lie. Hell, there's no reason to cheat. There's no reason to put your hands on me or anything in that capacity. Men that can't control themselves emotionally, emotionally unstable, those that are unhealed.
Well, yeah, the emotional instability is reserved for her. Like that's why it's so important for women. And I agree, men should be emotionally stable and be able to keep calm, and don't let her insanity get you in your feelings and screaming and punching, holes in the wall and But yeah, she needs all the, room in the relationship to be the emotionally unstable one.
Is a huge deal breaker for me as well. You know, we've all, just as much as there are ain't shit niggas out here, there's ain't shit bitches out here too. So I can totally understand, people going through their processes and everything. So with that being said, somebody that if he's not already fully healed, he's in the process of doing the work. Whether that's getting a therapist, just trying to understand not only how he got hurt, why he got hurt, but how is he going to be able to move past the hurt. I think that's a hard one for some people to do. In addition to that, another deal breaker, huh?
Do they got to make a certain amount of money?
I'm gonna say that depends on his debt to income ratio, right?
Oh, see, by the time a woman got his debt to income ratio, it sounds cute, it sounds savvy, but look, ma'am, you would be lucky to get a dude that work at McDonald's who's just a good dude who willing to put up with your bullshit. Point blank fucking period. Your income is not gonna qualify you for a high income man, especially with this resume.
Right? Like and this is just complete transparency.
Can you imagine taking this to the business dinner? Think about that for a second. Can you imagine pulling up with this to the gala and her rambling on about all this to your, colleagues? Just stop it, man.
Like I make between my salary and my business, almost $200,000 a year. So with that being said, I don't need him to make that much. If he makes that much, great. But if we are combining incomes and putting money together and all that stuff, and we're doing the partnership thing to where we're trying to build each other up, build the credit up, build the money up. If we're still paying off your debt, like you only make $90,000, but you are $50,000 in debt, pretty much I'm gonna be paying
only $90,000. But you peeped, she said, well, I make $200K, so he don't got to make that much. So in a man's mind, we like, okay, cool. So she'll accept a $40K man. Nah, when she say he don't got to make that much, she means she'll settle for $175K. Yeah, you can't make it up, man. Can't make any of this bullshit up. 40K men a year deserve better than this.
Of that. I would say it depends on his debt to income ratio. He doesn't necessarily have to make 6 figures, but it does help just based off of my lifestyle. Like I like to travel, I like, nice things, but traveling probably is the biggest expense I have.
Exactly. So even if she do, let's say, make 200K, which I don't believe, but I'll give it to her. She blow 200K, and that's why she need a 40K man in her life. A 20K man in her life with good sense would be a huge asset to her life. Women make money, then they blow money. She just admitted it. My biggest expense is traveling. No, bitch, you need to be saving and investing for retirement. Maybe saving and investing so you can help your kids out, buy their first home or something righteous like that. Not traveling your whole ass around the world getting deed down by Thai men and Puerto Rican men and Colombian men. That's why it's not impressive when women make a lot of money, because they just blow a lot of money. And that's why she need a man that make X, Y, and Z, because she's struggling financially, even though she make 200K. That's why I don't get caught up in salary, because there's people who make 50K who got 50K in a bank account. And there's people who make 200K who get overdraft fees. So that's why I ain't too impressed with the number as far as what somebody make a year.
Okay.
Outside of my household.
Who you out there with now?
Nobody. Nobody, honey.
Pathetic.
Nobody. We can run through. Nobody.
No.
And look at his face. He like, well, I mean, that's not really a flex. You just randomly in Thailand by yourself.
No, you ain't gotta go on back. Go on back now. Go on back.
So
nobody. I am solo dolo on this trip. You can follow my social media and see. I do solo trips frequently.
She said, follow my social media and see. No, nobody cares about your travel pics on social media. It's childish. Nobody really cares. Why don't you build a real life? You know what I mean? That's not the real world. You posting pics in Thailand on Instagram. Nobody gives a damn. Why can't you keep a man?
Okay.
But it would have been nice to be out here with someone. It's very beautiful. So that's what it is.
I understand. Live your life. Live your life. Does he have to look a certain way? Any preferences?
I would prefer a man that's taller than me. I'm 5'7". So I would say at minimum 5'10", just because I like to wear heels sometimes.
You are fucked up on so many levels, ma'am. You don't need to worry about how tall a man is. You need a man's guidance and leadership and structure. The hell with what you look like in heels. See how they brain work? So the Highlander says, why save? I mean, here's the thing. You shouldn't stack a bunch of money because like you're losing money with inflation or whatever. You really got to invest your way into retirement. I think they say you should keep 3 months of expenses maybe saved, but after that you should just be doing investing. And my advice would be to live under your means. I was thinking about this lately. Nobody really teaches us this, but if you make 50K a year, which is what, 42 after tax, you can't really afford to do a lot of stuff that people be doing when they make 50K. The advice I would give somebody, I would tell them, if you make 50K, look, get a roommate or live with your parents and stack 25K a year. And after 10 years, buy a house cash or something, or, put it in investment, something. But people really need to try to live under their means as much as possible so they can have as much capital to invest or try to get a house or something like that instead of struggling check to check on 50K. That's just me.
So it doesn't have to be 6 feet, but at least someone I can look up at. So maybe about 5'10" will work.
Okay. That's the only one. Let's do we kind of see your full body, but let's do the Kendrick cam.
Sure. Let me see if I can set this up. So, okay. See, can you see me? No? Okay.
No, we can't see you like that.
All right. What about this? Is this better?
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so
turn
it's down because I know y'all be thinking it's to be the pants and stuff. So
there it is. There it is. They said shake something a little bit.
I can't this tight.
Hey,
look, these are tights. I can't shake anything.
Look at this. Tens of thousands of people are gonna see this. This is a mother, guys. Her daughters might be on here looking at this. All he had to do was say shake something. I think he say that just to trick them, just to see if they'd do it. He doing the fellas a favor by asking them that, just to see, if that's all it take to get her to shake something in front of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people, to see how trashy and classless she is. And they fall for it almost every time. I really want Zach Boog to be the new host, because he dig a little deeper and ask the questions we all want to know. What y'all think about her body? I'll tap it. I don't know. I mean, she ain't terrible. Far from the worst woman on this show. This is embarrassing, man. She did all those 3 proposal guys a favor. A huge favor. And this is a 200K a year woman. It can't be nothing in the professional field. Like, you know what I mean? It can't be nothing in a respectable field. She might make 200K selling weave or something. But usually when you think about the 200K salary bracket, you don't think about twerking on Kendra G, do you?
Hey, there it is. All right.
There you go. Take that.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I looked at this before, but I didn't see that part. Look, let's just, fellas, it ain't the worst thing we seen. Let's see that boob shake one more time.
All right.
There you go. Take that. There you go.
This is just, oh my gosh. And she probably walk around saying niggas ain't shit. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why aren't you the landlord? What's held you back from owning rental property? Is it because you think you don't have enough money? Are you struggling to find?
Okay, now. There it is. Amen.
Okay.
All right. You don't have to answer this, but when's the last time you were intimate with somebody?
2 months ago.
Of course.
What, is that person an option?
He is not an option. I actually found out that he was still living, or his ex-girlfriend was still living with him, type of situation, and he had this thing going on with his coworker. So yeah, no, you know, and we were intimate prior to me finding a lot of that shit out.
So you basically don't have standards. You don't have any standards. I mean, we could have gathered that up to this point, but yeah. Every situation she get in is a poop show. She has no discernment. She has no common sense.
There's no need to go back there. So.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. It seems like everybody keep going. They always got something going on with you.
I don't know what's up with that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I go on my rants all the time. Like, what the fuck is going on with you niggas?
Like, they have the nerve to complain about niggas. Think about that for a minute. They're on the same level as you. You attract ain't shit niggas because you ain't shit bitch. To keep it frank with you. Feel sorry for your offspring.
Oh, God.
But it is what, you know, not all guys are bad guys. You know, some of them are just some of them ain't got their shit together, and some of the good guys are, you know, still trying to tie up loose ends with women that ain't shit. So,
but you had good guys. You didn't want them either. See, that's why you gotta watch a woman's actions and not what she say. Cause she complaining about ain't shit niggas, but she keep leaving good niggas to go back to the ain't shit niggas. That's why you gotta watch their actions and not what they say.
I'll wait my turn.
I understand. What do you do for a living?
So my background is civil engineering, but I work as a strategic real estate and construction manager.
But she twerk on social media dating sites. A civil engineer who twerk on social media dating sites and shake her boobs in the camera.
For a Fortune 500 company. I almost said it, then I thought about it. So yeah.
Yeah, they don't need that bad press. That Fortune 500 company do not need their name in your mouth. They're not claiming you. I wouldn't be surprised if you ain't fired after this. I wouldn't be surprised if you are fired after this.
You ain't got to say what it was. Yeah, the company. Okay. All right, there it is. Let me ask you this. Would you date long distance?
Yes.
Yeah, because she's goofy. Yeah, she a date.
You would do long distance?
Yep.
Yes.
And what age range you want to date?
I tend to gravitate to guys that are older than me. So I'm 38. So pretty much anything 38 or older. Probably the max would maybe be about 55, I guess. But 55 and keep himself in shape. Because I've seen some fine ass men in their 50s that look better than some of the guys in their 30s. So just saying, I'm open.
Okay, I know that's right. The what they call them, the silver foxes.
Yes. Got your grown man going.
There it is. All right, what would you say 3 of your flaws are?
I would definitely say I overanalyze quite a bit, but that's just a part.
No, you don't. You don't overanalyze when it come to picking the dudes you're gonna mess with, because they all got wives or living with their girlfriends, some type of bullshit. So you're not doing too much analyzing. Your analytical mind is slacking. Like you gotta be kidding, man.
part of, my lifestyle, my job, my sign.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a lot of stuff, I'm very much a put the pieces of the puzzle together type person.
No, you're not.
Another thing I would say is very low tolerance, very low patience. Majority of the time it's for bullshit, but I think I could do better as far as my patience is concerned. So I would say I'm not a very patient person. Like if you don't do it, I'm probably going to do it. And my third flaw, I would say, when I'm emotionally attached or something in that capacity, I give a lot. So my love languages are acts of service and gifts. It's both how I receive love and that's also how I show love. So I think that's one of the flaws that I have is that maybe sometimes I show a little bit too much love, and that's probably why the reciprocation part is kind of missing for me in some instances. So
I don't think showing love is a flaw. You know what I'm saying? Now, if people abuse that love, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're naively showing love, that's a flaw. Like if you being naive in the way that you show love, then I think that's a flaw. But just love itself, I don't think can be a flaw. Why do you think somebody's lucky to be with you?
I remember the days of ticket overload, putting out fires, systems not working. But then we discovered.
Many reasons. I mean, we could sit up here and talk about all the accolades, but the fact of the matter is,
no, men don't care about your accolades. So please don't sit up there and talk about the accolades. No. She know men don't care about the accolades. That's why she got her boobs pushed up in the camera.
I'm a nurturer. I am extremely supportive. I will support your dreams through and through, making sure that you have business plans, and I'll help you put all that shit together.
No, we don't want a woman for that. We don't want a woman to help us put business plans together. They really don't get it, man.
I'm really big on family, generational wealth, all that stuff in that capacity. So that's what I would want for us.
If you were big on family, you would have settled down and stayed with either the first Pookie that you had. Well, yeah, if you were really that big on family, women just say stuff, you would have stayed with Pookie. He was good enough to have kids with. He should have been good enough to stay with. Or if you were all about family, you would have married the first good guy you got with and made a family with him and your 2 kids from Pookie. He was willing to do that. Or if you were family oriented, you would have made it work with the third good guy, church guy that you got with, who was willing to take you on and your bullshit and your 2 kids. You're not family oriented, ma'am. Words have meanings.
I'm always gonna, do what I need to do to make you feel not only wanted, but make you feel like you're growing in our relationship. Mm-hmm. So it's not just,
I don't want you to constantly be pushing me for more. That's another thing men don't want. We don't want a woman constantly up our ass. When you gonna make more? You need to go for the promotion. More. No, fuck off. We want peace.
We here, we happy, we gonna grow together. It's like, I want to make sure I contribute to you growing as a man as well. No matter what that is or what that looks like. Obviously, that'll be a discussion that both him and I would have to have. Another thing is, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. I'm bi. So I can do.
Oh my gosh. She literally couldn't have more red flags. Now she's bi. I'm trying to find the right word to describe all this. I already said chaotic, demonic, pure madness. I'm trying to. Oh, man. Never date a woman who's bi. Can you imagine the mess that is this woman's life? She has 2 children. Look, I can't do it anymore. I gotta get off here. Join the membership for 2 to 3 exclusive live streams a week. Hit up the links below for merch. Follow me on an alternate platform. I don't know how long they're gonna let me stay on the tube. Either follow me on Twitter, Discord, or Rumble. There's other stuff I'm on too if you care to check it out at the links below. If you want to subscribe on BitChute or MGTOW.tv, it's all this other shit I'm on. Minds.com. But yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Bye. That took the cake. That was the fucking straw that broke the camel's back. I'm out of here, man.